What's up guys, and welcome back to another Marquee Matchup video. It's Friday night and EA just released the brand new Marquee Matchups squad building challenge, and again we have 4 interesting matchups to complete. We have Nice versus Paris from Liga, we have from the La Liga Sociedad versus Granada, from the Bundesliga Leipzig versus Ingolstadt, and from the Premier League we have Spurs versus Arsenal. Also, just like in the last 2 weeks I think, you can get a Team of the Week player as the overall reward. However, this week, unfortunately, the Team of the Week isn't as strong, apparently, since you also can't get that 96 rated Messi in those rewards packs, but we will look at the team in a little bit. For now, we will get those 4 gold packs by completing all these 4 challenges, and I'll suggest we start with the French one. In this case, you need 1 player from both teams. You need 1 player from Nice, 1 player from Paris, and the rest of the team has to be full Ligue 1. Basically, the most difficult requirement is the overall rating. It's not really difficult, but from the ones that we have right here, it is the most difficult one, I'd say. You need an 80 rated squad, which we managed perfectly right here. So let's submit it right away and get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack as a reward. Next up from La Liga is Real Sociedad versus Granada. In this case, you need again 1 player from both teams. In this case, you don't need a full La Liga squad, but since you need at least 7 Spanish players, I decided to use a full La Liga squad. Especially since I haven't done the SBC, so I had loads of players from Spain, loads of non-rare players as well that I was happy to submit. So let's get rid of this team as well for a premium Electrum Players Pack. The third team, or the third match that we have to complete is from the Bundesliga, Leipzig versus Ingolstadt, the 2 company-sponsored teams basically. And in this case, you need 2 players. Doesn't have to be from both teams. You can use 2 Leipzig players, which is exactly what I did. Keita and what's that guy's name again? Forsberg. The 2 cards from the beginning of the year. Obviously, they have upgrades by now, but I used the base version to get rid of. Again, you need a full Bundesliga team in this case, so I just used a couple of random players. You need to have at least 3 rare ones, so keep that in mind when you build your team. The overall rating has to be 98 in this case, so it's not as difficult as the previous 2 challenges. Let's submit this team as well for a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and move on to the final one, and this is the most difficult one, I would say, the Spurs versus Arsenal one. In this case, you need an 81 rated squad, and you need to have at least 5 rare players and a full BPL team. Also, you need to have to submit 4 players from the 2 teams, so either 2 players from Spurs, 2 players from Arsenal, or just basically feature 1 team only. What I did is I used 3 players from Arsenal and 1 player from Spurs, that is Vertonghen from the Spurs, and then Giroud, Welbeck, and Elneny from the Arsenal team. I did have to buy 2 players for this team, which was Sanya as my right back and Pedro as my left mid. I did obviously have higher rated players from the BPL, but I didn't want to get rid of him because I use a BPL team. So I quickly bought them. I think for the 2 players combined, because there's kind of a peak at the market at the moment, I had to pay 5,000 coins in total. Let's submit this team as well for the Premium Gold Players Pack, and that also completes the overall challenge, so we should be, in a second, rewarded with that Team of the Week player as well. Marquee Matchups has been completed. Thank you very much, EA, for the Team of the Week player pack as well. Obviously, that contains 1 player only, and that is a Team of the Week player from the current Team of the Week. Let's move over to the store and open all those packs, but before we do, let's look at the current Team of the Week. As I said before, 96 rated Messi, by far the best card this week. Unfortunately, it is not as strong as the last 2 weeks. The second best player is 89 rated Bonucci. I think Benteke 88 rated, 87 rated Matuidi, and 86 rated Marshall are the cards that would also be nice. The rest of the team, pretty random, I would say. So let's see what we can get in our final pack that we will open last. Before we do so, we will obviously go through all the other packs that we have. 4 gold packs in total. Let's start with let's see what we have first. We have a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, another Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, Premium Gold Players Pack, and the Electrum Players Pack, which we start with immediately. Let's see what we get in the first pack. Nothing really special on the first side, so let's see what we have in the pack. Ospina was the player that showed up as the front man. We also get Bailey and another BPL player as duplicates, so we quickly send those 3 boys to the transfer list. The rest, nothing really worth mentioning in here. Ospina obviously good to have, just as a player to use in an SBC in the future. Arsenal might be featured again, so let's keep him in the club. Next up, we have two 15k packs and then the premium gold players pack before we come to the main event. No big flair here again. We get Bellarabi from Bayer Leverkusen. 83 rated, not too bad to have in your club, but obviously nothing that is worth screaming about. And the other cards don't seem to be good either. Let's see what we have as a duplicate. I saw there were two flares, so we get Adriano from the Korean League, that is, and Tagliafico from the Primera División. Primera División is one league I expect to be featured as a future SBC. Actually, I expect that in the near future, so I did already prepare for the SBC. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think actually are the next SBC leagues. I think we're due at some point in the next 2 weeks, probably even before Team of the Week, and then EA can drop the SBC, then release the major the Team of the Weeks, and then at some point release the next cycle of League SBCs as well. But as I said before, I do expect the Primera División to be one of the next ones, because we would, at some point, we need another American league to be featured in those SBCs. We get Ramos in the next pack. Again, pretty weak pack, I would say. 75 rated, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. 75 rated player from La Liga, though. He is from La Liga, which isn't too bad, but 75 rated is not what we want to see. Let's quickly check the duplicates. Nothing in here either. Maidana, which we sent to the transfer list. Let's send all of this to the club, discard the Bayern Munich Arena, and then move on to the premium gold players pack, I think it is. Only 3 rare cards, so let's see what we get in this one. We get a big one, we get an inform, not too bad. From Sevilla, we get Ganso, 84 rated. Obviously, as I said before, the Team of the Week is not too good this week, but we get one player already, and we still have the Team of the Week pack to open, so we will definitely get 2 Team of the Week players. Ganso, Brazilian player from Sevilla, not too bad, not too good, I would say. He's kind of an average player, but obviously in form, the big flair is always what you want to have. 50k is his upper bin. Let's see what he goes for. Not for much, really. So 12 to 15k, I'd say. Maybe a little bit more. But again, that's what we want to have in those pack openings. We want those big flares, we want the special flares, the color ones. So I'll definitely take Ganso as the first special card of today. We also got Krychowiak, a good player to have, especially from PSG, who might be might be featured in future SBCs, given that they just made it to the cup final as well in France, so they might be featured in the future as well. The rest, nothing really worth mentioning in here, so we send all those duplicates to the transfer list. And again, we pull Ganso, the first inform of today. And now it's the main event time. We have another chance to pull another Team of the Week player. Actually, it's not a chance, it's a guarantee. So it's just the question which player it will be. Let's open it right now. Obviously, Bonucci is the best one, I think, that we can get. So hopefully it is indeed him. No walkout, though. So let's see what it is. Obviously a big player, obviously special card. It's the Mexican player. It's Fabian from Frankfurt. 81 rated. Not as good as the one we just pulled, but obviously 2 informs in 5 packs. Not too bad, I would say. Let's quickly see. Oh, let's have a deeper look at his stats. He's a chem, obviously, so shooting, passing, dribbling, not too bad of a card, really. A little bit slow, maybe, but he is not too bad, I have to say. Let's quickly see how much he goes for. He has the same range as the Ganso that we just looked at before. And he goes for 15k as well. 10 here. Again, for these players, it's not really about selling them. For me, it's just keeping them in my club in case you need an inform for an SBC, especially those low-rated gold ones that we have already. But we did pull 2 informs. Let me know in the comments down below as well what you pulled. Let me know who your overall reward player was, the one from the Team of the Week pad. Hopefully some of you pulled that 89 rated Bonucci, but in any case, let me know who you pulled, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a good weekend.